Hi everyone, I'm Stan from Eagle Vision, here with Scott Banks from Scott Banks Real Estate Group, and I want to talk about some of the predictions for 2018 and what's happening in the project marketing space. So Scott is the Managing Director of Scott Banks Real Estate, as I mentioned. He's been in project marketing for nearly 30 years, so certainly has quite a lot of experience with a whole variety of spaces. Scott, so what do you think are the opportunities for property developers coming forward in this year?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the market stands always fluid. You know, the market's always moving, and certainly one of the hottest areas in the market from property developers' point of view is land subdivisions and land estates that I know you're doing a lot of work in, and your business is sort of focused on that over the last year or so. I mean, we've seen the apartment market probably sort of top out. You know, the foreign buyers have to pay higher stamp duty now, and I guess developers have to think about whether they're going to chase that market or going to look more towards a local market. Yeah. And a lot of our local developers have jumped on the land subdivision bandwagon because that is just absolutely red hot.
Yeah, and what about townhouses?
Townhouses are good, yeah, absolutely. Townhouses are shaping up very well. Yeah. I mean, some people have been a little bit disappointed in the investment returns on their apartments. You know, over the last few years, there hasn't probably been the growth that people would like to see from an investment perspective from the smaller apartments, with so many of them being built. So there is a bit of a shift towards townhouses now from an investment perspective.
And is this right across Melbourne, or
pretty much? I mean, you know, there's wheels within wheels and markets within markets, but certainly one of the best markets from an apartment point of view are the owner-occupiers. I mean, a lot of developers are focusing and changing from smaller apartments to larger lifestyle apartments as the baby boomers downsize and move into those apartments.
And high quality.
High quality, inner city, you know, people want to move a little bit further out. They might have grown up in Mount Waverley, Glen Waverley, Wheelers Hill. The family's left home now, they want to move into those Armadales, Malverns and those sort of areas. So we're seeing quite a bit of that transition, selling the family home on 600 or 800 square metres and moving into an apartment that really needs to be probably around the 200 square metres or thereabouts, 3 bedrooms, couple of bathrooms.
Yeah, nice. So these are obviously short-term predictions. Anything that you can say maybe going 2-3 years out from?
Look, I think we'll see the market sort of pretty much playing out that way. I think there is a bit of a change in the mood of the market, and I think the owner-occupiers is the market from an apartment perspective. And I think the investors are sort of looking for the next area to invest. You know, they've probably been a little bit involved in the apartments, as I say. I've got a few clients at the moment that have bought apartments in the last 3 to 5 years, and they probably haven't had the return they'd like, so they're looking to sell out of that and maybe reinvest elsewhere. So I guess that's a little bit unproven yet as to where they're looking, but probably looking to get back into sort of more land, as in townhouses, or even land in some of these new estates that has seen phenomenal growth over the last few months.
Fair enough. Very good. Look, this was just a quick update on what some of the predictions are and what opportunities are for some of the developers. Thanks, Scott, for your time.
My pleasure. Thanks, Dan.